when you talk about protests, just took off last week, I think. It was the North that actually protested. All I know, the experience I had in the past when we were protesting against annulment of June 12th election won by Muchuda Biola, the actual protest that happened last week, that took place last week, was in the North, not in the Southwest. Actually, before the commencement of the protest, the Igbos were accused of preparing a protest that will destroy government facilities in the southwestern Nigeria, and they were like, no, we are not going to be among. No, just don't worry, we're not going to be among. We're going to stand aloof. You guys should do your protest. And actually, protests took part in the North. I didn't see any protests in Lagos State because people were scared. Police though were not that brutal on Lagosians, but what happened here was that some people just fizzled out. They thought they were protesting, and if you look at what actually transpired, there was as yet no protest that took place last week.
Yes, thank you for having me. Let me just put it very clearly. Partially, it created an image to, it dented the image of the government. This is the first time we are having a bad tag attached to a government. That's because the administration is already dented. So talking about whether the protest was a success, would definitely depend if the government, the president himself, have actually addressed those issues that led Nigerians to the street. But he's saying, unfortunately, we should give him time, more time, And we're saying, okay, we can give him more time because the next phase, will go to a level that we are not going to be experiencing protests according to our respective states. This where everybody is going to gather. 36 million people, 1 million from each state. All of us will gather in Abuja. Thank you.
What Nigeria security did is very bad. When people are doing protests, you see a vehicle, a coaster bus, loaded with passengers. You throw tear gas inside. That is so bad. It is on Nigeria here I can say that such thing. Other countries that are doing protests, that such thing did not happen. Say a vehicle that moving, you throw tear gas inside. Is it good? We call it a nation. Meanwhile, that protest, I will not say that protest is not an ordinary protest, the way I look at it. Because that protest, it brings some certain things out in Nigeria. Okay, a country that do protest, you leave Nigeria flag and tell another country flag, raising it. It is not one, it is not two, more than 100. And it is not one state, 2 states. Let me say, there is something. Because this protest. This protest will link another thing out, the way I look at it. It is not an ordinary protest. But federal government of Nigeria should be very careful.
Yeah, I think what the protesters need to understand now is the president's speech. Either they didn't pick up anything from it or they pick up anything from it. He has heard them loud and clear. And they should give him time because, there's a lot of garbage on the ground. We met a lot of garbage when he came in. And one thing we need to do now is to support the president to be able to identify the cabal that are holding this country to ransom. And you can see some people just hide under the ends of the August strike in Nigeria now to perpetuate, evil. And you could see that happening in the North generally. So there's an agenda that's they're planning to work against the government, but the opposition are there likewise to sponsor some of these protesters.